What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. It's just Jake here. In this video I'm going to take you through my full rest day. So today is a Sunday. On Sunday we do not train, so I'm going to basically bring you through my full rest day, show you what I do and explain why they are really important to actually achieve what I do throughout the rest of the week. For me, I look at a Sunday as a day to prepare for the rest of the week. So it is the kind of one day of the week where I set up and prepare myself to be able to execute from Monday through to Saturday. Obviously with bodybuilding, there is a lot to get done. I also run my own business as well, so that and bodybuilding combined is stressful. There's a lot that's involved and entailed within it. Hopefully today will give you a bit of an insight, a lot of stuff that I've never shared before. But to begin with, it is currently early afternoon. I do need to go shopping. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of an insight into what I buy. This is like a pretty standard shop, which I'll get on a Sunday. Obviously, some things I may already have in the cupboard, but this is like the bulk of my food that I get for the week. So this is my pretty boring food shop. So for breakfast, this is kind of like, I've separated it all out so it makes sense. So here is kind of like breakfast foods. So we have like yogurts. I'm going for these skier yogurts because they taste good. I mix it with protein and they've got great macros for prep. Dark chocolate, go for like the 85% at the moment. Obviously the higher the percentage the better really, but anything higher than 85% I feel is just a little bit dry in the mouth, so I'm not really a fan at the minute. Bread, I'll either go for bread or some sourdough bread, something that I can make toast with, bit of jam, and then obviously post-workout or pre-workout, it depends when we train, I've got Frosties, and then quite often at the minute I go for a lot of frozen fruit because it's so hot over here in the UK. And then main meals, a lot of 5% lean beef. Put a bit of sauce of it just so it doesn't taste, you know, all dry. Olive oil is what I'll put on before I eat it, just a little bit, like 5 grams or something at the moment. We've got veg. I've also got loads more veg in the freezer. These microwavable rice, more so for my rest day meal. I have salmon with lemon. Got salmon in the fridge. And then the final meals of the day is usually oats, where I have a bit of peanut butter with it, and then obviously fruit again, so more the frozen fruit. Bananas, and then obviously we've got all like the whey protein and oats and stuff there. And then this evening I'll be prepping all that food ready for the next week, so I'll prep 7 days worth of meals. If you want to see how I do that, I have actually made a video in the past about that about a few weeks ago, so feel free to scroll back through the YouTube videos and you will find it there. The reason why I do that is so that now I can literally just open up the fridge, I can just grab the final meal that I prepped for last week, which is here. Just stick it in the microwave and boom, it's done. I don't have to worry about cooking. It's just important to know, if you struggle with sticking to a diet, sticking to a meal plan, if that's the approach that you're going to, the reason is, and even if you're going for a flexible approach, from my experience as a coach, the reason why people fail a lot of the time is because they fail to plan. If you fail to plan, you're gonna make it very, very difficult on yourself. So make sure that you use a day, such as Sunday, to plan out the rest of the week. Make sure that you've got all your shopping, make sure that you've got all your food in the cupboards, make sure you've prepped your food as much as possible for that given week, and it just takes a lot of time and stress and thinking away from you throughout the week, so you can just focus on executing. And that's what I like to do. Use Sundays as my preparation day, and then Monday to Saturday is just execute throughout. And bish bash bosh, we are done. That is my prepped meal, and that I shall sit on this table, which is usually really messy because when I eat on and eat it, it doesn't look particularly appetizing. What it is in there is minced beef, so it's the 5% beef. We got rice and we got loads of mixed vegetables. And I always like, when I go for the vegetables, I usually go for like kind of a nice Mediterranean mix. So that's kind of like my preference. And then we've just got loads of salt on there as well, because at the moment it's very, very hot. So, you know, salt is very, very important. It's basically your typical bodybuilders. Let's adjust this. Let's adjust this. It is essentially your typical bodybuilder's diet, and there is a reason why bodybuilders prep their food, especially in Tupperware containers like this. It comes across as lazy, like I eat out of Tupperwares, I don't eat out of like normal stuff most of the time. It comes across as really, really lazy. It's up to you what you want to call it, whether you want to call it lazy, but I just think it's efficient. It means that I don't have to waste a lot of time. You know, I eat a lot of meals each day. Today is only 4, but quite often it'll be, you know, 5, 6, 7 meals a day. If I was to have to wash up 5, 6, 7 times a day, my entire day would just be eating and washing up. So, you know, it saves a lot of time eating out of these pots. It means that I can prep a whole week in advance, so it saves a lot of time cooking, saves a lot of time washing up, and it doesn't really make any difference that you're eating out of a plastic pot. It's also easier if you're going anywhere for the day, like if we were to go for another, you know, if we go out for the day or something like that, if we go to another gym to train out or something like that, I can literally just bring the pots with me. So that is the reason why bodybuilders eat out of pots and prep their food. There is a purpose behind it. It's not just because they're lazy. So the rest of my Sunday, I've got to get my steps in a bit. So I'll probably take you for a little stroll with me to get my rest day steps in. But for now, we are in the office. I need to get some work done. So I've got some check-ins to do, some Sunday check-ins. I try and keep them minimal on a Sunday, because obviously Sunday I do have quite a lot to do in terms of like prepping my food. I don't want it to be a relaxed day because it is a rest day. So I keep looking up here because that's where the screen is when I should be looking here. Obviously Sunday is a rest day. It is a day where I want to recover. I want to have like low stress and kind of set myself up for the rest of the week. So I do a bit of work on Sundays, just because I know that I've got clients who would like me to do work on Sundays and do check-ins. So I'm always happy to do that. However, Sundays are generally quite a chill day. I just finished up work and I just realised that you probably don't know what I actually do for work, or a lot of you, because a lot of you don't actually know me, potentially, who are watching this. So what I do for work is I'm an online coach. So I work from home, I work on my computer, on my phone. I work with individuals who want to either prepare for a prep like I'm doing at the moment, who want to lose body fat, get in better shape, do photo shoots, so on and so forth. A lot of the people that I work with are not athletes. They are, you know, entrepreneurs, they're business owners, so on and so forth, who want to basically just improve their performance, who want to feel, look, and just be generally healthier. So that is the website. For anyone that is interested, you can head over to the website. I'll stick it in the bio. But essentially, yeah, that is what I do for a job. This is what I do full time. I know a lot of people do online coaching, and it's kind of like a little taboo thing that they do on Instagram, but I genuinely do it full time. It's what I do for a living. It's what I've done for a living for the last few years. But yeah, obviously that's done. So now we're going to head off for a walk. Right, just a quick one. For the last like week or so, since it's been really hot here in the UK, I've been getting like sunburn right on the side of my leg. I'll see if you can see it, but basically there, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? On my leg here, I've been getting really, really sunburnt just on one part of my leg. Like the rest of it is not, and I've got like a line down here. And I was wondering like how is this happening? Like I don't like. It doesn't make any sense. Like, how am I only getting sunburnt on one side of my body? And then I realised that when I'm standing at my desk doing check-ins and doing work, the sun actually comes from this window behind me and burns one side of my body. So that is why, if it looks like in pictures or in videos that like one side of me is more red than the other, now you know. Right, and going for a walk at the moment only means one thing. We've got a sun cream up. Not even joking, I am not getting burnt. Fuck that. Problem I have at the minute with like sun cream is that I can like reach everywhere apart from like my back. I can't really get to like the middle of it. And yes, all I own is basically like black Nike stuff. I have zero fashion sense, and it's probably not going to change. And yes, these are Vibrams. They are the ugliest shoes in existence. I was once one of the people that took the piss out of them. I still do now, actually, because they are awful shoes. They look really bad. They smell. They're just all-round terrible shoes. However, they have a really good purpose, which is the fact that they are like molded around your feet. So it is really, really good for your foot health. Something that most people probably don't care about, which is fine. You don't have to care about it. But from a bodybuilder standpoint, from someone who's trying to optimize their performance, taking care of your feet is really, really important, because obviously everything that you do, from walking to training, so on and so forth, it all starts with your feet. And obviously, you know, whenever you're walking, every step that you take, if that step is putting your foot in a position that it doesn't want to be in, it's then going to impact your ankle joint, your knee joint, your hips, so on and so forth. So, you know, that's where a lot of joint issues and issues in terms of like tendons and ligaments and all that sort of stuff comes from, is from essentially just not wearing appropriate footwear. So obviously for me, when I'm doing a lot of steps, when I'm going for walks, when I'm doing things which I know over the course of a contest prep and an off season, doing consistently, will add up and will make a difference, then I will stick my Vibrams on, and I will take the hit. I will look like a bit of a twat. So this is the usual walk destination. It's not a bad place, especially when it's nice and sunny. So for my steps, essentially I'll just go on like a normal paced walk. I generally walk pretty fast anyway, but the idea is to just get some like low impact steps in. So, you know, rather than doing something like cardio, which is a little bit more demanding on your joints, a little bit more demanding on your muscles, it's going to take a little bit more away from your ability to recover. Obviously steps, low impact, means that you're going to essentially not need to recover because it's such low impact, and you're still burning calories. So anytime you move, you do burn calories. It is going to help you get leaner. So the easiest thing to do, if you've got the time to do so, which most people do, all they can make the time is go outside, enjoy the weather, and get some steps in. And I'm back home. So pretty much the day is done now. I need to prep my food. I need to eat some more food. I'll probably show you like 1 or 2 of my other meals that I have, because I'm just about to cook one now. So this is basically like the only different meal that I have. So my meal is basically the same every single day, aside from this one on a rest day, which I swap my oats out for a lovely meal of salmon, which is basically the same as my normal meals anyway, but I've just got salmon instead of the beef. But yeah, and then of course I've got the TV over there, but for some reason I will just watch stuff on my iPad instead, so kind of defeats the point really. What is going on? So a bit of a weird way to finish the video, but I've just had a shower, and now to finish off my day, I've got one more meal to eat, and I've also got to do some stretching. So on my rest days, like I said, it's to prepare for the rest of the week, so on my rest days I do spend about half an hour or so doing some stretching. In the evening I'll usually whack on either a podcast, potentially like a film or a series, whatever I'm watching at the time. Put that on and just casually do some stretching, and that is essentially how I finish my rest day. So probably didn't cover everything in this, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of an insight into kind of like what I do when I rest, which is pretty silly, but I know some people are interested in that sort of thing. But I'm gonna wrap the video up there. Obviously feel free to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you've got any questions at all regarding prep, fat loss, anything like that, anything that I may be able to help with. I will be responding to all the comments, or any comments that are down below. Also, just to give you a heads up, we're also looking at starting a group chat. So I'm not too sure what we're gonna kind of put this on yet, but there will be a free group chat for anyone that is interested in joining it, where me and Josh will be available in there to answer questions, to have a chat with you guys, and we want to build up a community over the next, upcoming months. Throughout our prep, throughout the future after that, we want to build up a nice community around this YouTube channel. So if you are interested in doing that, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Jake Brayley, and just drop me a message on there, and I'll be sure to give you an early invite.